Hey YouTube, Gman here. I'm going to review a life jacket I found for you. But hey, listen up. This is my first YouTube video, so please bear with me. I'm here at the great state of Texas. And first of all, I want to say, as a retired police officer, I want to give a shout out to those cops out there putting their life on the line every day. Praying for you, brothers. So here it is. I'm here in East Texas. The temperatures are about 90 plus out there in the lake. So those vests that I wear, I'm getting hot and sweaty. So I decided I'm going to look into those inflatables. They're light, but heck man, they're expensive. $100 or more. So I happened to stumble on this $60 personal flotation device. It's called the Eyson A33 or 33A. Eyson 33A. Hell, I figure for $60 I give it a try. But I tell you what, I'm not going to put my life in the hands of the Chinese that easy. So I'm going to take it out there today and test it. So if you want to check it out, I'm going to unpack it, test it, and repack it. Because I didn't find any YouTube videos out there in this particular device that does all that. So if you're ready, let's give it a shot. Alright, so the moment of truth. I'm going to try this baby out in the water. Because that's what the most important part, right? Okay, so got some straps back here. Your head goes through them. Then arms out. And the neck behind the head. It's on there. Then we grab our buckle. And buckle up, boys. Okay. Here you go. I feel free, comfortable. I know it's going to be cooler. Feels great. Of course, the proof is in the pudding. So we'll see how this baby reacts to the water. All right, boy. Okay, now, this is the moment of truth. Hey! Very funny. Well, I guess it works. You'd expect that. The thing about this is, notice it keeps my head above the water. So if you hit your head and become unconscious on the way down, you won't drown. Let me try to purposely turn myself. Yep, come right back up. That's a good thing. Rings a whistle. The bass will probably hear that before the Coast Guard does. There you go, folks. $60 and it works like a charm. I think I can trust it. So we got the automatic. I didn't touch it. I guess I had this as an emergency. And there's always the blow tube. Now to deflate it, you're supposed to put this little cap and push down. But you know, there we go. That's louder than the whistle. Pretty good. I think you passed the test. Okay, so I dried off the life jacket and we're going to put it back together. This is the tube where you can blow into it, inflate it. The cap is supposed to deflate it by pushing it. It didn't work for me. I had to use my finger. let all the air out. But it's all out right now. So we unscrew the cylinder. As you can see, it was punctured. And this is the new cylinder. Make sure that there's no hole in the tip. Now this little green tab here did not come off, so it doesn't have to be replaced. And it comes off if you use the manual ripcord. Since we didn't use the cord, it's still intact. Now this valve down here is the one that we use, which is the automatic inflator. As you can see, it's red, and red means you got to change it. You have to replace a piece inside. It's a little yellow. See the white stuff in there in the middle? It's a chemical that dissolves in water in a matter of seconds and releases the needle that punctures the cylinder. Okay, so we'll unscrew. If you notice, there's a needle in there that's protruding. It's the one that punctured the cylinder. Once we replace the little bottom piece, the valve, it'll retract. Make sure that needles retract fully before you put the new cylinder in. So counterclockwise. And there's that yellow piece. And if you see now when I take it off, there's no white stuff on it. Now I notice a little moisture inside here, even though I let it out to dry. So I'm going to have to dry this really good. Don't want to put a cylinder in there if it's wet. Okay, so I dried it. Used my wife's hair dryer and some tissue. Make sure it's really dry. Really want to avoid any moisture. So here's the old piece. There's a little date on the side. It's supposed to be good for 4 years, so check the date periodically. I probably won't wait 4 years. There's a white chemical, and that's supposed to be looking up to the outside. There's some grooves, some small and some large grooves on this little wheel. So it does not go here on the, it goes inside this tube. Just match those grooves and it should fall right in. No force necessary. So we'll screw it back on until the red is gone, clockwise. And as it's tightening, the spring retracts and retracts that needle inside. And as we tighten it, it starts to show green. Okay, there's the green. We're good to go. So we have green on both sides, the tab and then the valve. Now another thing that I was going to mention, if you wanted this, see, we don't have to replace this little piece. If we wanted to use this life jacket in the water without inflating, let's say you're snorkeling or whatever, or you could, all you have to do really is remove this bottom section and the little yellow wheel. Remove this valve, you leave it off, you can get in the water and then it will not inflate automatically. You would have to pull on the cord in order to inflate. Of course you could also inflate it by blowing into the tube. So, but for now we're going to use it. We've got our yellow piece in there, the needle has been retracted, and I'm going to unscrew the cylinder back in place. Very snug but not over tight. And that, my friends, is it. Put this little plastic back in, hold it in place. And we'll put it back together. We're going to start from the top section. Going to match those two little velcros there.
And then we're going to match that Velcro with this one. Fold the other side, Velcro to Velcro. Now we tuck it in and match those Velcros all the way in, all the way down. The force of the CO2 cartridge is strong enough to open those Velcros when it deploys, as you saw in the pool. So we do the other side, match all the Velcros, and there we go. We're done.
So there you have it. It works. Hey, I like it. For 60 bucks, I bought two. Bought one for the wife. She goes out there with me sometimes. So if you want to make a comment, positive or negative, it won't hurt my feelings none. That's fine. And although I don't have many videos out there yet, if you subscribe, it helps me out. It's up to you. The important thing is, hey, go out there this summer, have fun, go fishing. Because you probably already know that the worst day of fishing definitely beats the best day at work. Hey, the G-Man from Texas saying, see you next time. Peace.